Good afternoon, it's Leanne Poston again, and today we're going to look at our second learning management system. This one is Canvas, and we're going to compare Canvas to D2L, and we're going to look at the same 5 things: building a course, adding modules, adding third-party content, adding an HTML file, and adding an HTML picture. So let's get started. In Canvas, building a course is very straightforward. You can see I've already got a course here, EDT 8140 Poston, set up. All you have to do is click Start a New Course. Once you start a new course, on this right side of the dashboard, a pop-up is going to show up, and it's going to allow you to name your course, choose a license, and whether you want to make it public or not. You finish by clicking on Create a Course, and then you're done. And it's going to show up on your home page here. Now, another option that you have after you click Do Your Course is to click on Account, and after you set up the account, you can click on Notifications, and that'll give you the option of, with your new course, how much do you want to be notified about. So, do you want to be notified about due dates, grading policies, changes in files, announcements, etc. All right, and the last thing we want to do when creating an account is add some students to our class. So I'm going to go back to this course here, and it's time to add a student. Okay, and I just add a person. And after add a person, all you do is put in the person's email address. It automatically assigns them the role of student and the section, because I've only got one course. And then you hit next, and it'll generate an email to them, and it'll also add them to the course. All right, the next task that we have is creating a module in Canvas. So what I'm going to do is click on the course, and then I'm going to click on module. And you can see it's kind of grayed out, but you can still use it. And after I click on module, then I can add one. You can see up here in the upper right-hand corner, I click on module. I can name the module. I can say when it's going to be available. I can add any prerequisites for it. And then as soon as I click add the module, it's going to be there. So very straightforward. Now, third-party content, that was a little bit more difficult. You're supposed to go to assignments, and after you go to assignments, you can add a link. And I tried that with this one here. You can see this is roll call, which is one of Canvas's ones that are available. But we're going to go ahead and try a new one. So if I click on assignments and click add an assignment, I can name my assignment, and then I can go down and say what kind of assignment it is. So here's external tool, and then I have to find my external tool. And you can see we only have 2 options, the Canvas Data LTI and Roll Call. Now, I tried out Roll Call, and it was really useful. It actually shows all the students, it lets you make a seating chart, and it also keeps track of attendance. So I was happy with it, but I wish that there were more options. And so I ended up clicking on Commons here just to see what would happen, because our instructions were that we were supposed to find Atomic Learning and import it. And you notice here that at Canvas Commons, it's very, very similar to Atomic Learning. So we can do courses, modules, we can make assignments, we can do quizzes, add discussion posts, import content, share it, search for it. So with that in mind, I was really pleased to find so many options available in Canvas, even though it's listed under Commons. All right, so another option then for external content is you can open a web page in a new tab with just an external link. And with that, you just select File, choose the external URL from the drop-down menu, and then you can have it directly linked to outside content there. All right, the next thing we're going to do is add an HTML file. So I'm going to go back to Files. We're going to click on that. And I added one for announcements, but we'll try a new one. So let's go ahead and click on Announcement. And this is going to be, we'll put it as a sample announcement. And one thing that you'll notice is that we have the option of using the HTML or the rich content editor. Okay, so if we go with the HTML, we'll have to format it in HTML format. But if we go with the rich content editor, then what we can do is put our information in just like we would for a Word document. We can type our sample. We can copy and paste. You can see we have bold, italicize, underlining. We can use paragraphs. We can organize. We can add links to it. We can add tables to it. We can add pictures to it. So since we're here, I'm going to go ahead and meet both of our qualifications, adding an HTML document and adding an HTML picture. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up a picture here. Let's see. And I have to put them in my course files in order to use it. So I'm going to go ahead and go with my profile picture here. See if we can find something. Oh, there's one. We got a picture here, so I'll go ahead and use that one. And then once I've got my picture in hand, I can update it and add it here. And you can see it shows up right here. Now the nice thing is it gives you the option of changing the sizing and choosing whether there's other content they have to go through first. It allows you to add other files to it. But once you're done, you can go ahead and save it. All right, so that's the end of looking at Canvas and D2L as our two LMSs for this week. Next week, we'll look into some further features.